Squeaky's on the windowsill, king of the throne. Charlie's got a feather toy, she's in her zone. Doobie's in the kitchen, knocking stuff down. 3 cats ruling this crazy little town.
Good morning. It's been probably about a week since I talked to you. I did put up a few shorts, but it's been probably about a week. I just got out of the groove, and sometimes I just need time to recharge. I just had at least 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks that were not my own, where I'm used to every day being my own and being, what I want and what I want to give and that kind of stuff. I'm used to all of it. Hello, Puff. Hello, Buffo. Ow. 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 Whew. And I say 3 weeks because I visited and I resailed and I yard sailed 2 weeks before that, yard sailed and then visited and all that. And then I threw myself into becoming basically a new mom. Because those two will not, you and you, they're supposed to teach that baby how to, there she is, supposed to teach her how to be a cat. Where'd you go? Oh, you're down there, you're gonna, oh, what are you doing? Go get her? No? Yeah, them two are supposed to teach her how to be a cat. They haven't even taught her to lick her own butt. They're just now getting over the fact that she's here and she's staying. Charlie still hides from her. Though I've caught her. They might be playing over there in the dark where I can't see either. I've caught her licking her and SOB is playing with her. Had to grab my glasses. Oh, I can't see. They hide. They hide so I can't see them. I think Charlie ran over there. It was playing with her. Squeaky thinks sometimes he thinks the world revolves around him. Oh, really? There. You think the world revolves around you. I know. Bright light in the eyes. Oh, here comes Puff again. What are we gonna do this morning, girl? What are we doing this morning, girl? Huh? What's up? Sneaking on me. How'd you get so fat? See my mayonnaise jar up there? Right there. It's got cold water in it. It's got a lid and nothing's falling in it, and it can be up there, and if it falls on me, it's gonna hurt, but it ain't gonna be wet. Hi, Buffo. Is it gonna come see me? And then, of course, I have the obligatory Aunt T cup of coffee. Early this morning, screwed that up there because it was hanging on. So you could see 1, 2, 3 screws. I need to put a 4th one on there, but the angle was weird. Hello, Buffo. You gonna come see me? You can stay there, handsome. Mama just wanted to readjust. Come here, Buffo. But every time I would walk, it was up there, but I have a piece of that couch screwed to the ceiling so that I could, like, technically, like, screw a bolt or an eye hook or something into it to hang things. Though it's up there just to get it out of my way, really. Until I can figure out what to really do with it. But, I had an old extension cord, which I'd actually accidentally severed in half with the saw blade. And I had it tied to that. Every time I walked through, I would hit my head and forgetting that it's there. It's like that brick under my bed, which I really need to move it. Because I hit my toe on it again. If all my blankets aren't laying around it, which I'm afraid the cats are going to poop or pee in it, then I hit my foot on it. So I really do need to move the dang thing. And it has to be there because, yeah, my bed still slides around. Mosquito. My bed still slides around, but not as much. This thing would scooch across the floor all by itself if it didn't have the brick under there. So, right underneath that fan is the brick. Right there's my danger zone. Oh, look at her just loving up. Just loving it up. What are you doing? It's a bofo. Oh, look at a mosquito. Got a mosquito on my arm. Plus, sometimes it takes me a couple of days. I mean, my brain works like the shorts on this thing. Like, all of a sudden, there's just a segment that's so flippin' funny that I have to share. Otherwise, you get boring. This is what I did, and this is what I did, and this is what I did. I did go... I wasn't going to, so it was supposed to rain all day yesterday, but I did anyway. I took my bike to Pellston to get cat food and some auntie food, and it actually hit, there was like 3 blouses there for 97 cents. I don't think they're cotton, but they were 97 cents, and I was like, brand new blouses that I could just slip on and go take garbage outside or whatever. Oh, I got that out. It's Wednesday. I did that. But to just slip them on to go take the trash out. And plus, if they're not too cruddy, they actually would go with a lot of my skirts. So they're like a bone color. What do they call that? Off-white bone. Almost a yellow hue to them. Nothing special about them. Just 97 cents. There was a pair of pants there I did pay $5 for. But I paid on sale $6 for its twins. So, there's all that. I want to figure out how to take the zippers off of them. I use the zippers for possibly making some sort of like pocketbook or something. I don't know. I was going to take a blanket apart, but seeing as though I'm a little bit occupied right now, that's not happening either. And they would be in there playing with it and messing around and everything else. She will come up here, I promise you. I promise you. Yeah. Yesterday I did that short of blowing bubbles at my cat. I did an impromptu because I enjoyed those cigarette bubble gums. I was like, I don't mind having gum. The reason I don't buy gum is extra juicy fruit. I think they're all Wrigley's. They all have artificial sugar in them. Where you're not going to get artificial sugar as of now. They've changed the flavor, which is weird, but as of right now, your cubed bubble gums, like Hubba Bubba. What's the other one I got? I can't. Bubble Yum and Hubba Bubba do not have aspartame or fake sugar in it. They have sugar in them. And if I keep letting that secret out, they're going to take that away too. But sometimes I just want to chew on something. And sometimes I still, like I said the other day, get a huge craving for a smoke. And so I chew a piece of bubble gum. And it was the first time Puff had seen me do it. So I was waiting for her to notice, and she was like, when it popped. So I thought it was funny. So it was a short I made. And that's how my comedy works. It comes in spurts. Otherwise, I'm a raging menopausal old bat. That doesn't take crap off of nobody. I spent most of my life taking crap off of people. I don't need to do it anymore. But I noticed that Pam's already out there shoving a video out there, and I'm like, it's 7 o'clock in the morning, woman. Woo! I'm gonna have to ask her what vitamins she's taking. I want some too. Oh, speaking of that, I need to take my pills. Every day I need to take my pills. I didn't do it yet. I have my solar lights out. My garlic is sprouting. Mosquito on my hand. My garlic is sprouting grass like crazy out of the top of it. The one that I planted from the store. It's going nuts. Mosquito on my arm. And I haven't checked on them because it is tick city over there. But I have the wild garlics that sprouted this year, and I'm going to see if they make seeds like they do over there. If they did, that means they caught. That means that part of my yard becoming self-sufficient. Oh, the heat turned on. I was like, why is that? Part of my yard is to become self-sufficient. As in, if it happens to be where I have to survive off my land, I will be able to. And so far, I have wild plants that grow on here, tansy, which I found out that it's, I think, good for bones and joints, but it's also good for relieving yourself of a situation that you don't want to pay 18 years plus for. So, I have burdock, I have wild strawberries, I have wild raspberries. So I have a source for spice, the garlic, and I have a a source for sweet, the raspberries. Now, they're not sweet or anything like that, but you take some raspberries and you dry them out, you're going to get sweet flakes. So, and plus, I'm pretty sure if I really looked around, there's probably a maple tree somewhere. So there's those sources. There, if it comes down to it, you're not gonna die if you eat grass. I mean, look at cows, they eat it all the time. Where you get in trouble with herbs and plants and stuff like that is if you know how to identify them and use them. The worst place in the world is the ditch on the side of the road to gather them. Especially in Michigan, because they salt the roads in the wintertime. So whatever is running off those roads, winter, summer, any spring, any time of the year, is running down into those ditches. So oil, gas, fumes. The ideal place to gather any of that stuff is in the middle of an abandoned field on a dirt road that's very, very rarely traveled, or very, they say a certain feet away from the road you can call it organic for a garden. Just a second. So there's a bit of information for you. Now my sources are going to be gone. I took my meds. I mean, I had to stop and edit and throw in some music and stuff. Sorry, it sounds like it's in a tin can, but the only way I can think of to get some free music on my phone through the tablet. Wonder if I found a source for it and I Bluetoothed it. Didn't think of that. But anyway, at this point in time, the only thing I could think of was to use the voice recorder on my phone to record it off of my tablet. Sorry, it sounds a little tinny, but I'm sick and tired of, I didn't recognize that song. I put it in the video and they say, oh, copyright. Oh, okay. I didn't realize I'd done that, but yeah, I'm having a cookie. It was, I think the pack of them was on clearance for 72 cents, and I'm like, I can have a cookie. But I can have a cookie. The rest of those need to go away. My knee locked up. Oh. Pam was insistent on getting this on video. Sorry, it locked up and I had to pop it. And if you don't, if I, it locks, and then I have to counterclockwise it, and it unlocks. And it'll do it. Just moving. Mom says I needed knee replacements. I needed knee replacements when I was a kid and they noticed my legs were crooked. I'm going to have knee issues. I tell you what, though, if they ever go in there and take them, I want them to make them straight. No more of this knock-kneed, funny-shaped legs. If I do get them replaced, I ain't not going to do that. I am not going to do that, not unless I absolutely have to, and that's another huge reason why I want to keep the weight off. Again, I look like a potato. I know I look like a potato. I wouldn't look like a potato if they could take the skin, or would take the skin. I have a huge suspicion the TLC channel paid for that Neanderthal Tammy to get her skin taken off. Otherwise, she'd be walking around looking like a potato too. And did before her surgery. But because my knees are misshapen, I want to try to keep that weight off of them. Because I told the gal yesterday, and I had the craving for the pack of cigarettes. When I look back for the craving for the pack of cigarettes, I told her about that, and I says, I had a choice. I said, go smoke a cigarette or go ride my bike. You can't do both. Probably can But that's not going to last very long. And that's something I keep in my head when I have those cravings. Do you want the ability to ride your bike? To you, it was amazing to be able to do what you did on Mackinac Island. And that's why you continued this. That's your freedom, Tressa. Speaking to myself on video, but still speaking to myself. That's my freedom. And if I take that away, if I bind myself to the house with cigarettes, I have just unraveled absolutely everything I've put together in the past couple of years. That's like the hugest self-sabotage I can think of. No, I'm not doing it again. I'm not doing it again. I'm going to just keep going. Again, I bought bubble gum. I should be okay. That was funny the way she... Oh. Made a new intro. The reason I made a new intro is my phone kept telling me it was running out of space. So I started dumping everything. And I go, oh, there's my intro. Gone. Because I'd already emptied the garbage too. So I made a new intro. Same song. Like I said, I made AI do that just so I'd have an intro. And I don't care that it's all about my cats. What do? I talk about my cats all the time. It's better than nothing. AI is so flippin' weird. Pam was showing me these ones. What was it? CapCut or something. I don't know. Something about your phone will predict, or AI will predict what happens next in your photos. And she showed me a picture of her husband and her son sitting there. It looks like the son's blowing at the cat or whistling at him. Like that. The cat grew human legs. It flopped off the table. Her son's sitting there going, like he's trying to take a poo. And I don't know who the heck her husband turned into, but he got him and started cheering. I'm like, AI, that looks like a really good time, man. Oh my gosh. Then she showed me another one. I can't. Oh, it was Journey. And she had, I think it was the Tressa chick. I got a chicken named after me. Its name is Tressa, and apparently Journey runs around, come here, Tressa! Tressa, what are you doing? Tressa, get out of there! Oh, and I am now Sir Aunt T. Sir, thank you very much. One of my goblins said that their donor was a butthole. I am their father now. Happy Father's Day. This is where the sir comes from. I will not take name. I will not take lady. I am Sir. And then Pam, my favorite shirt that I've had for many years, says it was a Father's Day shirt. And the word father was crossed out. And it says, the greatest farter. And I've worn that for years. And Pam says Happy Farter's Day to me every year on Father's Day. So I am Sir Aunt T. Thank you very much. And I will be buying me a top hat. The heck with a crown. And no, it has nothing to do with the way I feel about people um, in an intimate way. Because I will sit here, I will tell you right on down, and you will not even believe me. I'm straight. I like guys. I like men. But I don't think that you need to be a certain way to prove that. I can like to go mudding, but also wear a wedding dress in the middle of it. I don't do any of those, but I could do that if I wanted to. I could stand outside, big old giant pair of man's boxers with a potato in the front. I'm allowed to do that. Doesn't mean anything, just means I think it's funny. So I am Sir Aunt T, and I will take that. You know what? Being dubbed somebody's dad, honestly, is probably one of the coolest things you could think of, even if you're a chick. Means you're doing something right. Means you stepped up when somebody else wouldn't. And they already have a mom they love. So what do they call me besides Aunt? Which I think, honestly, Dad is a little bit higher than Aunt. So there I am. There I am. There's my title. So I got all that on me too. Let's see. Speaking of dumped on me, I grabbed my coffee and I dumped some coffee on me. I'm gonna cry over spilled coffee. Maybe I can actually muster a tear. No. Ooh, that one's a strong one this morning. I must have meant it. I must have been like, dang, I need some coffee. I don't know. Your Aunt T is weird. That's all I can say. Oh. I'm not the greatest angle, but I'm not the greatest cameraman either. I could say cameraman. I told, was it Pam? Don't you love my hands right in a way? It had to have been Pam because I talked to her the most. I told Pam, I says, I may be a straight woman, but I can outman any man, just about any man I know. There's a few men, gentlemen, I won't even try. But if a guy's going to be showing the size of his, guess what? I can buy one bigger than that. And if I can't, I can get one custom made. But gentlemen, I won't even try. They're doing it right. One gentleman, and I will have to say this. I was being a turd. That's Aunt T. I was being a turd, and I says, will you tell your woman that the world does not revolve around her? And the most polite, most gentlemanly way he could think of to deal with that was, what? Not as in I didn't hear you, but as in I didn't want to hear you. That's his woman and the mother of his child. The world certainly does revolve around her. Very much. Even if he doesn't show that on the outside, the world revolves around her. And I was put in my place with that simple, what? There's another gentleman, my dad's best friend, who lives behind him. I don't know if he wants to be mentioned or anything like that. But that man, his wife, or his children ever said, Tressa, could you? I'd be standing right there. Yes, sir, I'm right there. Yes. Anything. Will you eliminate this person? Yes, sir. Absolutely. So, gentlemen, you ain't got any competition. But those ones that are trying to measure their self-respect, I can outman any of you. And I probably will. And again, I'm straight. I just know how I have to make the world work for me. So, I don't know if the one dude wants me to say his name or nothing like that, but he knows if he sees who I'm talking about. That, I tip my hat to you. For real, man. I need to get me a top hat. I had one once, and Bina said I wasn't allowed to wear it. It was a big old, she called it the pimp hat. It was big, and it was purple, and it was a top hat. And I was going to wear it. You're not allowed to wear that. I'm like, well, if I had that now, that would be my top hat. That would be my crown. Who needs, like I said, who needs a crown when you can wear a top hat? I don't care what I'm supposed to be. I am what I'm supposed to be. As a matter of fact, found a few new tracks. I was actually looking at YouTube because I'm like, how do I get these songs? Well, oh, cat, that hurts. She's got nails in my toes like a pincushion going like this. Like she's trying to peel my toenail off. Anyway, no, breaking copyright. And they have a .com. You can go and get some of their limited amount of music. And I actually could access it through my phone and download some songs. Now they suggested SoundCloud, but I can't figure out on my phone how to download those. And I think I used some of them before and they were actually copywritten. Hello, brat. Another one likes to steal the show. Don't lick my nose. Another one who likes to steal the show. She's getting bigger, guys. Hi! I showed her how to get up to the actual food dish today because I don't think she knew where it was. Because she was running and screaming at me every time I'd feed them the wet food. I put her kitten food down on the floor so she could get it with a thing of water so she could get it because it didn't seem like she could jump up there. And if she can, then I know what kind of sneaky little brat she is. But I put little chairs and stuff so she could climb up there to get to it. And I showed her where the dry food was. And she doesn't seem to be screaming at me as much as she was before. Before, I think all she was getting was the wet food. Yet, I love you. I love you. Choco baby. Ah! Where'd it go? Where'd it go? So anyway, I showed her how to get up there. Hello, Baba. Hello, beep beep. Hello, beep beep. My cat with the middle finger up her face. Uh-oh. Yeah, she's right there. She's right over here. She's attacking my arm. You want any part of this? You're gonna... Okay. I guess you've set your boundaries. It's like, no thank you to that. That's yours, Mom. Hmm? But this is what she does to my toes, too. Like, in the middle of the night when I'm trying to sleep. But none of the other ones, like, play with her like that yet. This... So, it's my job. And I don't mind. I don't mind playing with her. Guess what I'm supposed to do? Huh? Man, she smelled like a toxic Satan bomb when I brought her home, though. I don't know. Pam was saying something about one of the moms had, like, rotten milk. And the only thing I can think of is a diet, something she's getting into that she's not supposed to. And she was saying that they were feral, and that her sister and nieces are trying to catch and sterilize these feral cats. Well, this one's had the diet that she's had for the past, week and a half. When I brought her home, she had this smell like she ate a hell pizza from Taco Hell. Lit match and not lit match. Just smell. I almost thought I was going to lose her because of the smell. But she still has a bit of bad breath, but again, that's I've Googled that and they said that that's pretty normal for kittens her age because their teeth start getting loose and they start getting dental issues, as in losing teeth. And I've said before, everybody that has a skull that evolves like a baby into a grown-up skull, they lose their teeth because your mouth has to grow. Some of us, our mouths grew awfully big, but your mouth has to grow with the rest of the frame. So when it gets bigger, it's too big for them little tiny teeth that are in there, and it has different jobs, so it needs different tools. Science facts with Aunt T. Did you go bite my face? So go bite my face. Again. But she does not smell like a Satan fart from hell now. And Pam says, does she have fleas? No. And she didn't and when I was going, why do you stink like that? Why do you stink like that? I thought it was because all she was eating was the wet food. And then I thought, worms? But her belly. Sometimes when you look at their belly, her belly don't look like worm belly. Ow! See, that don't look like a worm belly. It's not all round and protruded. And there weren't foreign objects moving around and that kind of stuff. So I'm like, no. They kept giving the babies baths, the kittens baths. I'm like, I've never heard of having to give a cat a bath until I brought this stinky fart bomb home. She would sit there and gas in my face. I was like, well, the most innocent payback you can think of, Tressa. Little baby kitten fart bombing you. I almost think they did it on purpose. They're like, that's the nastiest, grossest, yuckiest one we can think of here, Tressa. No. What are you doing? What are you doing? Go get her. Go get her. Go get her. Ow! What are you doing? She's targeting Puff. I think Puff sees her too. I'm not sure. I can't see. I don't have my glasses on. What's that crazy cook doing? You think she wants to play with you? Get my feet out of the way. Well, I thought they were going to play, but they went and hid. Should drink more coffee. I should drink more coffee. I forgot what I was gonna say, guys. Maybe I should drink some more coffee. Oh, I don't know what to do today. I don't want to do anything, but I want to do everything. Like, I want to crochet, but I don't want to crochet. I want to get on the bike and go take a bike ride, but I don't want to do that either. I want to take a nap, but I really think that I could utilize my time otherwise. I think ADHD is running rampant in my brain right now. Oh. Have that fan running down the road, down the street. How's that go? I don't know. I have that one, and then I don't have the other one on yet. I think it's only 70 something in the house. I could get up off my lazy butt. 72 degrees. So I don't need the fan yet. I think it's supposed to get up to like 79 or 80 today outside. So I don't need the second fan yet. What do you want, dude? 11:42. Oh, I have charged the battery anyway. So you got my solar lights out here. I don't know if they grabbed the garbage yet or not. And that is the store-bought garlic that I planted. It is, I mean, you can take any of those. Take any of those and put them in your soup. Plus you got a green. They're starting to fade away. And then there's these yellow flowers. There's back behind the hill back there. Like tiger lilies or something. I really got the mullet going on today, you guys. And this happens every time. She's over there hiding because this one will find out that he's got food in his dish. So she runs over there. And look at this. This is what she left over here. Just to run over here and take his. Here, go, Bubba's. My boy. See if she does it in front of you. La Puff, are you done with it, baby? Are you done? See? She left all that so that she could run over there and take his. Here, Squeaks. So mealtime is a real it's gonna rain, it's got to. So mealtime is a real challenge around here. He's got competition. All she did was lick the glue off the top of it and walk away anyway, but she wanted a chance to do it. And that little one, duh. Hey, look at my ketchup. They need to figure out who's bigger and just kick her into her own spot. Teach her how to be a cat, you guys. I don't know how to teach her how to be a cat. I failed with you two. this cuppa isn't as bold as the other one was. I was like, that one took charge, man. I was like, man, I meant I needed a coffee this morning. This one's okay. Auntie's awake. I ought to go and put this water in the fridge because it's probably going to be about 80 degrees outside today. Meaning it's probably going to be about 85. I don't want to cuddle that one. I don't want to even get used to cuddling that one because if I do, then I'll be like, why am I tearing it apart? I have a reason. But anyway, 85 degrees outside, or 80 degrees outside means 85 degrees inside. That's why I've hooked up that other fan. Really, honestly, like I said, it was a fan I'd cobbled together. I took it apart because I wanted to use the pieces for something, but I couldn't get as far as I wanted to or something, and I lost the pieces. And I have to charge this phone, or you're not going to get a video. Da-da-da-da, here's the charger. Both. I had them over a little over a month or two. Both those Raycons that had the hinge on it, still on the charging part, you get an X with a red. It says check your charger. Your charger isn't hooked up, and I know darn well it is. So, as indestructible as they say they are, no. The only thing I saw different between having to replace those and replace other ones is the fact that the cats couldn't eat through them. And that may be the issue too, is the cats were trying to eat it. Because they won't stay out of my cords. The two girls won't. Squeaky. But I don't know. I think, well, it's got to be one of the two adults. But now I have suspicions that it's Charlie pooping by the toilet. Because she likes to hang out there and hang out in the bathroom and hide. And I found two perfectly formed feces, cat feces, next to the toilet this morning. So the first thing I did, also since it's garbage day, was I emptied the litter boxes. I think it's a protest to the fact that I forgot my kitten's name. The Doobie is actually using their litter boxes. And I should have, while I was up, showed you what I did so she could climb up there and get her own dang food. She can climb up on that purple one, to the blue one, to the black, to that. And she gets up there and climbs around, that's my charger, around the back of the food and starts eating on it. And I actually saw how she gets up there. So I don't have to worry about Squeaky eating her special stuff. I just give it to them. Just give them whatever they get. Oh, excuse my burp. Excuse my burp. So that's what I did for... I could put my charger down. That's what I did for little beep beep to be able to reach the food and the water. And I don't have to worry about walking in water too, because I did that when I was putting that fan up there. I stepped in her bowl of water. And I'm like, gosh darn it, I'm sick and tired of stepping in this water. So I showed her how to get up there. Hopefully I won't need it. I mean, that stuff's not in the way anyway. I don't need to get into that station that often. And I can lean over it to get like my sugar or flour, which is on that spice rack right there. So, I mean, it's not really that much in a way, and she knows how to get there now. But again, I found those two perfectly They could have gone in the litter box poops right next to the toilet. Somebody's, and again, I thought it was Squeaky, because Squeaky's just, there's an extra poop in my litter box. I don't like this poop, poop, poop. But now I think it's Charlie, because she doesn't like the baby as much. Still, she's getting used to her, but I still think it's a silent protest. I poop on you, Mom. I poop on everything you own. I poop on everything you love. Like, I literally watched her shove Beep Beep down to the floor and walk all 4 of her feet on her stomach. Just walk right across her. Like, you think you're that? Guess what? So, hello, my puff. Hello, my puff. Hello, Buffo. She is again. Here, come be the star of my show. You got a feather toy and you're in your zone? You don't even like the feather toys. You like the lasers. I don't buy lasers because she wants that laser all the time. And I love her. And I don't mind playing laser with her. And I don't mind playing with any of them. Squeaky's the one that likes the feather toy. But that's the only stuff they'll play with, is interactive with me. Meaning I have 0 time. So that's another reason I got them a kitten. I got them a live toy. That they won't eliminate like they do mice. Honestly, if they didn't like her at all, they probably would have eliminated her, thinking she was a mouse. Knowing darn well she's a cat. Going, pray. So if they didn't really want her around, she wouldn't be. Oh, Family Dollar. $1.25 air freshener. Smells like cologne. I love this stuff. Squeaky don't like to hear the spray sound because he thinks he's going to get in trouble. Because for some reason he remembered that. If he remembered that, that means she was really mean to him. Anyway, Squeaky don't like the sound of the stuff because it sounds like that. And it doesn't really seem to last too long. But it really smells like men's cologne. It smells good. Amber Sandalwood air freshener. I don't like the fruity tropical farts, the mango butthole air spray stuff. I don't like it. It smells fake. It smells like porta potty cherry. Anybody go into one of them porta potties and you walk in there, it smells like poop and cherry? That's what those smell like too. Poop and mango, but they smell like there's poop in it. Like in the can. But this one, it smells like clean men's cologne, like a man just took a shower. I also don't really like fruity perfumes either. I like more of a spicy perfume. Matter of fact, long time ago, when the earth was green, Irish Rovers, guys. That's the Unicorn song by the Irish Rovers. My mom used to sing it when I was a kid to me. Well, when Fashion Bug was around, way back when I was a little 16-year-old girl, they had, and I can't remember the name of it, but it was expensive back then. $10 for the bottle. Fashion Bug. It was a men's cologne. But it smelled like a spiced cinnamon. And I'm like, I have to have that. It smells good. I'm wearing it. So I like more of a spicy smell than a flower arrangement. Like douched underwear or something, you know. Do toilet. Why do you think they call it toilet water? Smell like they come from an old woman's bathroom. I like crisp, clean, spicy smells. Maybe that's another reason I'm a dude. My sibling, she did tell me. Maybe I shouldn't quote her, but my sibling said I should have been born a boy. My biggest fan. And you know what? I don't see anything wrong with that. I don't see anything wrong with being a strong woman. And if that means I'm a boy or I'm a man-like person, I asked my friends once, my friends as in Bina, because we were sitting there, I said, describe me in one word. Tressa. That's what she described me as. Tressa. I have my own category. Except for I am named after my grandmas. Both of them. And please, I know. Tressa May, ooh la la. But it's not spelled like that. And Grandma Tressa, her middle name was Mary. And Grandma May, her first name was Louise. But she went by May. And my grandaunt, whom I'm trying to model myself after, but I'd probably do it a little bit worse job because I feel I have more of a sense of humor than her. A little less hinged than she was. Her name was Virginia Lorraine, and we were not to call her grandaunt. We were not to call her grandaunt. It made her feel old. We were to call her Lorraine. And she chose Lorraine because Virginia didn't sound right to her because she didn't want to be named after anyone. Gosh. You want to talk about old Karen. However, I have my suspicions about her because she never had a man. But she did have a very good best friend that she lived with until the best friend passed away. And she did call her partner. So, but they never said. And if she had been, so what? I still loved her. But I guess, at that age, at those ages, you just didn't talk about it. You were friends, and that's that. You were good friends. I also have suspicion about my dad's brother. See, this is my dad's aunt. I have suspicions about my dad's brother. However, as autistic as I think I am, he is too. I don't think he's interested in humans, in people, in a relationship with anyone. I think he's one of those... I don't know how to say it politely. I think he's asexual, meaning he doesn't want anyone. And I was that for a while. I was like, I don't want a partner through anyone. I do fine for myself. So, Yes, I have both fans on now because it became probably about 74 and it's probably about 70 outside. I'm gonna go see what Pam messaged me. Well, it's that time of day. People are awake and they're starting to message me. So, I guess I'm gonna get on off of here. I'm gonna say goodbye and have a good day. See you later.